Right then, you lovely lot, it is a podcast time with none other than Bob Nudd, 4 times world champion. Absolute angling legend and hero of mine. Bob, thank you so much for agreeing to do this today. So this podcast, we want to talk about what you've been doing fishing wise, like the last few months over winter, and what you're going to be doing with sort of like this season coming up in the summer. Where you been going, Bob? Obviously you've been coming on here.
Yeah, I've been coming here on the Neem, but I fish all my summers. I fish on the Yare, which is like a big, powerful tidal river.
Right, okay.
Lovely river.
And what's that, bream skimmer fishing?
Yeah, bream and skimmers on the feeder, but lots of 6 metres to hand. Bit further than we fished today, but 6 metres to hand, 3 or 4 gram float.
And is that like overshooting like what you've done today? Or
No, that's
like
usually,
nice
sometimes if it's going through hard, you can put an extra little, you might put one number 8 on just to slow it a bit, because it doesn't, it's really racing here today.
Right, okay.
And that's lovely fishing, because they have a match there every Saturday, all through the summer, like from the first day of the season. And that's sort of usually about 70 or 80 pegs, so a nice big match. And they have a series there, so I love that. You can catch on tears there. There's also part of the Broad system, there's the Thurn and the Bure. They have good matches there midweek.
It's lots of them.
I love this sort. You know what you've done today? You know where you're getting in?
So good.
But it's like that there. You know, you're into roach.
So some like a bigger
maybe
scale
catching 200 or 300 fish.
Oh, wow.
20 odd pounds, just up, and a ball of ground bait usually every chuck, or sometimes loose feeding hemp and caster. Come here in the winter, but I've been getting into my commercial stuff.
I was going to say, I'll just sit on your commercial fishing, Bob. Do you like it? And
I'm getting into it. I've been going to Meadow Farm Cottages, which is Norwich, near Norwich.
Is that a bit of a trek from here?
No, it's only 50 miles.
Oh, right.
About an hour and 5 minutes I usually do it in.
Right.
It's full of hide.
It looks
absolutely
amazing.
Full of hide. You're fishing with smallest floats, 0.2 of a gram, but 3 pints of maggots. They have a bait limit there. 3 pints of maggots. It's a funny bait limit because live baits you're only allowed 3 pints, so 3 pints of worms or 3 pints of maggots. But casters, you can have as many as you want. But I don't know why.
Just take a gallon of casters, Bob.
But perhaps they're not.
Oh, right, okay.
So you can have as many as you want. And that's quite interesting. I don't get big numbers there, 30 odd would be
and what
like
is it? Is it one big lake or is it a
No,
few
3
lakes?
lakes.
Right,
Three
okay. And they're all like similarly stocked kind of thing?
There's 2 strip lakes and another one which is more of a natural round lake. That was the original one. It's got some lovely F1s, not big.
We always
bit.
comment because obviously you put your results on Facebook and we're always commenting. But I mean, Bob's had a great day again. He's had like 150 hide and that. It's like unbelievable fishing.
That's normal for there, isn't it? That wasn't a
oh
one-off.
no, that's right. Yeah, what did I have? Yeah, I had 100 and whatever pound. I had 120 odd, I think I had on Saturday.
Amazing fishing that. And is that all over the lake? Like you don't have to draw certain areas and that.
No,
just catch
that's
anywhere.
good. That's really good. And normally you catch them quickly, don't you? And then it dies, but you seem to keep catching all the time. You've just got to be quick.
Yeah.
You know, because you've got to catch hide. You might have to ship sometimes 16 metres.
Oh wow, okay.
You know,
chasing them out and just backing off all the time.
But with the hide, it's the important thing as you lay your float in, as you drop it, is getting the bite and hitting the bite and feeding.
Yeah.
So it makes I really enjoy it.
I suppose traditionally for us, Bob, obviously wintertime we change to commercials because obviously we've got the silvers and that, but when you've got somewhere like this on your doorstep as well, you don't have to go really commercials, do you?
So we have and in the autumn time, so we've got the Winter League, which is on here, also on the Ouse as well. We have some matches on the Great Ouse, which is near Ely, which I understand you went round this morning.
I pronounced it Eli, didn't I? Eli. Bob's like, where's Eli? You mean Ely? Well, E-L-Y.
Which you should never have been nowhere near.
Well, it's one of them things, Bob. We got here eventually. Right, okay. What about like commercials through the summer? You not go to commercials in the summer? Or obviously you're staying on the
No,
go to them.
I fish all abroad in the summer.
Right, okay.
Very odd commercial, but I fish all natural waters, usually 3 matches a week.
Brilliant.
I like to have a day off.
Yeah.
People think I fish every day. I don't fish every day. I like to have a day off, a bit of prepping, put my feet up.
You still do all your prep, do you?
Oh, I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I think.
Go on, please tell me you're on your pre-tied hook lengths and your pre-tied rigs, Bob. Go on, please.
No, I tie all my own hook lengths and I do a lot of prep. I think prepping is so important.
Yeah, definitely.
But Maybe say more for a natural angler like Kevin or something. I don't think it is, because he's
No.
natural, but I don't think I'm a natural angler.
I've seen Kevin before, and I'll just bite a bristle off it. Yeah, that'll do.
I'm not. I don't think I'm a. I think anglers from the northwest are much more natural anglers. I think us southerners, we have to struggle a bit and try and work. But I like rhythm fishing. So I like rhythm, whether it's loose feeding, hempen caster or maggot or throwing a ball of ground bait. I like to get into a rhythm and.
I can definitely see. I think that's obviously exactly the same as me. I love feeding. Love sort of like enticing them fishing to pay, keeping them there, and then when they go, you're like trying to work it out.
That's
that kind
right.
Of thing.
And try and line them up, which you can do on a tidal river or anything flowing. You've got a good opportunity to draw fish from a long way. And keep your peg alive. So I enjoy that, and I like the challenge of a tidal river. Tidal river's up and it's down and it's going one way, then it's going the other. Then it stops. Then you've got to work out what's happening. So
it's always keeping you guessing kind of thing.
Technically, I think tidal rivers. I still get excited about fishing a match.
The night before kind of thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that. And I'm usually awake by 4, 5 o'clock.
Right, okay.
Thinking about the match. Always before. I never hear my alarm because I'm always awake before it.
Yeah. Some people,
always.
Oh,
just always.
I'm exactly the same. Like I said, normally for like a few days leading up to it, I might get so giddy, I just can't help it.
I mean, I love matches.
Yeah.
But I love catching fish.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
But then it's such an effort getting everything out.
And then
I don't do that much pleasure fishing, but I'll come out and perhaps do a live feed. And during the pandemic, I used to love coming out and just doing a live.
We're brilliant, man.
I think live feed's good for the, for social media. I think it's great. So I enjoy that.
So you've got so much to keep you entertained and interested, haven't you? The waters around here, so
and I live locally. I moved up here about 20 years ago.
Right, okay.
From Essex, from Chelmsford.
Yeah.
Properties, you get a lot more for your money when you come up here, so it's good. And
a lot of different fishing as well.
I came up for this.
Right, for the fishing.
For the fishing.
Yeah, definitely.
And I didn't really. Well, I didn't work. I haven't had a proper job for about 40 years, I don't think. I'm trying to think when I last I last had a proper job. I reckon 1975.
Really?
I think so. Or 1980 or something.
What was that doing?
I was an engineer. I used to work for a company called Marconi, so I served. I served an apprenticeship, and
brilliant.
I went to college, served an apprenticeship, but then I ended up teaching very soon after I left my apprenticeship, teaching new trainees. So I had an easy life, really.
Yeah. And that was it, fishing from then on.
Yeah, but I think your family suffer a bit with fishing.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm thinking now about my daughters, and I've got 3 daughters, and I think they all. Fishing is such a selfish sport.
And you were saying like your grandkids are into fishing before that?
Yeah. My grandkids are getting into it. I've got 2 of them.
Similar kind
fishing.
of thing on these kind of waters?
No, I always take them to. They think it's easy. They think take them on the commercial now. They're into a 7-pound carp.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? When you get hooked at like that
age. Lovely for them.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Showing them how to feed with hard pellets and put banded hard pellets under that. They haven't got a bait up. That's lovely.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, there's something. Without commercials, we wouldn't have an industry.
No.
We know that.
Yeah.
There does seem to be that sort of mix coming through now of that commercial silvers is your mix of some of your natural anglers and your commercial anglers like coming together, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But I think commercials are the big thing. Without them, we wouldn't have an industry. Definitely not.
It's still real, like turnouts wise on these sort of venues. It's
well, you were saying before, like when the winter league's on, the people practicing before that, it boosts the attendance.
There's like 100. This is 100 pegger then.
100 peggers, Rich. We don't get anything like that.
Well, most commercials can't take 100.
20, 30 peggers we get on commercials, but it's diluted a lot.
Yeah, it's just spread out.
But you can see today from the fishing out what the interest is. It is different. The only thing is, we're on the most comfortable bank. Here, this peg.
Fish had pans round over there, and I was looking like what the banking's like.
Most of the time, we're crawling down a bank, covered in mud. You get your platform in the water.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's hard. You need to be about 25, 30 for that, really.
Oh, blooming that, Bob. No, brilliant.
Going back to the actual matches, if you had to pick one from sort of this winter that stood out as that was a good day.
For me personally, I'll tell you my best day here. I don't know how they did it, Oh, let me tell you a funny story
Go on.
first. Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah, go ahead,
This
Bob.
is my funny story of this year. Right. When you get new equipment, so I've been browning for all my life virtually. So you get new equipment, and I always put my car keys in I had a hold all. I always put my car keys in my rod hold all. And it's about the second week in January, and I was at a venue called Benwick, which is the same river but further upstream. Yeah. So I've got all my new Preston stuff.
Yeah.
Let me show you this bag.
Go on.
Let me show
Get
you
that
this.
Out of the way.
So they've got this lovely, and it was lovely and clean. It was immaculate. So I thought, right, I'll put my car keys in this lovely clean compartment here.
Yeah.
And then, this is before the start of the match, and then I got all my bait out, and there were some maggots crawling about in there.
Oh, Bob.
And I thought, how did them maggots get in there? I'll get rid of them.
Oh, no.
Now,
You know what's coming? Oh, no. And you not zipped that pocket up?
No.
Oh, Bob.
And so I shook the maggots out and I heard this little plop. Now, keys from Mercedes are £388. I shook it. And it went in the water. Well, I'd got my chesties on, so I could see.
And do you know what had happened straight away? You'd like, oh no, my keys. Or you just thought, oh.
No, I knew it was my keys. I knew that was my. I thought, oh my God, what have I done? So I jumped in the water. Well, not quite jumped, but I got in the water.
Yeah.
Feeling about. It was freezing cold. It was January, second week. This came off, and the shirt sleeve, couldn't find it. Come down with my mate the next day. He'd run these big magnets. Then we raked it. We couldn't find it. But one lad said that he reckons that there's rumour has it there was a big pike motoring up and down the river, and he reckoned that had swallowed my car keys.
What is going on, Bob?
A big pike,
all right, mate, whatever.
A big pike had been seen motoring up and down the river.
For goodness sake, Bob.
Like,
Fell right into that one, didn't we? Shocking.
But that was a true story. I lost my car keys, 388 quid.
You never, no sign, anything like that, just gone?
Never got them. Never got them.
I like the multi-pike story. Right, on that one, I think we'll end that podcast.
We need the standout match story as well.
Go on,
just to end it
standout match story.
on a
Go on,
fishing
Rob.
note.
Go ahead.
Standout match story. Every match for me is a standout, but it's not a standout match story really. What it is, what it was right. We've got an 80 pegger here. It's only just after Christmas again.
Yeah.
It was along this bit. So I have my drawer, and I've drawn the worst section. I thought, oh dear, worst section. And I got to my peg. I couldn't see anybody. Right, it's an 80 pegger, and the peg, you get 5 peg sections for when you're 5 peg section. Couldn't see. No, there's some lads upstream. They're not in my section. Walked down my 5 pegs. No one else. Not another peg. Nearly every other peg, but these 5 pegs. The other 4
anglers have decided not to
no,
go.
or not drawn.
Bob, you've got to be lucky.
And all I had to do was all I had to do was just catch a fish. But I actually caught £20, and that was the best weight. Dave. That was the best weight for 30 pegs. But yeah, so I got 50 quid. Normally, what do you do when you're fishing a match? I don't get out of bed for 50 quid, but when you're fishing a match for your section,
that's it. Even 20 quid on some of our matches.
It's a different story, isn't it?
Yeah, £12.50 I think on one of our matches this year, wasn't it?
I did one this winter where I won my section, or defaulted my section, and I got less than I actually paid on.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
So that was probably my most interesting match.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that was probably my most interesting match. But all the time you're catching 20 or 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I fished Sunday, and I haven't been able to fish here quite so much, and it's not bred anymore, and it's different. And it's all little fish. You've got to fish, I was fishing 4 metres out, and I think I was fishing too far. I should have fished 3 metres out. I caught
It'd been a bit quicker.
I caught 562 fish.
I'm in that, Bob.
562, but I needed to catch 700 to win the zone anyway.
That's unbelievable fishing, though, isn't it?
That's when I had the 2 little fish. When I told you I'd come out with 2 fish. But that
ridiculous
was,
fishing.
and they were about 20 to 18, 20. They weren't tiny. 18, 20 to a pound. I had £31.
Good day's fishing.
Is that something you're doing a lot of on it here? It's like
Well,
keeping
no,
track
we
of-
haven't been, but that's how it's got, especially above the bypass. And I was throwing in pinkies like that.
And you could
I
see
could
'em.
see fish.
It's the same for everyone. It's just alive with fish.
The best angler won that section. For 20 pegs, the best angler would have won the section.
Right,
Alex
okay.
Alex got the zone because one of the lads got in the match. That's right. Alex got the zone.
Right.
With 37 pound, I think.
And the same size fish?
All the same size, didn't matter.
Some
All
go
for
in that,
20
innit?
pegs all the way through, didn't matter.
I bet you're resting for a week, Bob. You're that tired. Blooming heck. Arms will be like, oh, I can't do it anymore.
I love it. But I've had,
amazing.
every match you have is a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, is a good match.
Oh, go on, Bob. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up on that one then. Thank you very much, Bob.
Ah, that's right.